Hey everyone, it's Ben, and today we're going to talk about one of the best tasting long-term food storage solutions, in my opinion. Stick with me, you're watching Living Survival. So a few months back I did an apartment prepping series, and one of those videos in the series was long-term food storage that you can store in your home in the event of a emergency such as natural disaster, a tornado, a blizzard, an earthquake. You know, we just had those floods in Louisiana, and a lot of times in those situations people are ordered to shelter in place, or they're forced to shelter in place because the roads are down and it's just not safe to go about. So in that video I showed several different longer term food options such as rice and whole wheat and cereals and canned foods such as tuna and meats and soups. And I also took a look at some freeze-dried or dehydrated style meals, and one of those was from a free sample kit that I got from Valley Foods. You can go on their website and you can request your own free sample as well, but I was amazed at the taste and the fact that it has all natural ingredients. So I did a little more research and I'm very happy with what I came up with. Valley Foods has several different kits ranging from 1 month to 3 months to 6 months, even up to a year. And unlike some other food plans, you can customize your own meals. So you can build your own meal package. They even have a monthly, I believe, subscription service where you can have food sent to you. But there's no artificial flavors. It's all gluten and dairy free. And again, it has a 25-year shelf life. It's packed in very nice Mylar packages, as we'll look at in a moment. But again, it all comes back down to taste and the fact that it's natural foods. Nothing's worse than going and eating your regular diet and then a disaster strikes and then you're eating lifeboat rations. That can really mess your system up, and in a survival situation or hard times, the last thing you want to be is sick to your stomach or having issues with your health. So eating a regular natural diet that's not much different than what you have been eating is definitely the way to go. So this is how the kit looks when you purchase it. It's going to come with either a prepackaged meal plan or a meal plan that you select yourself. You can see that it's a mix of lunch and dinner items such as potato soup, chili, stroganoff, pasta, some cheesy mac, and also breakfast options such as cream of wheat, blueberry pancake mix, and cornbread muffin and waffle mix. So Valley Food Storage is a family-owned business right here in the US. 25-year shelf life. You can see that they're packaged in these really nice heavy-duty Mylar packages. No MSG, no trans fats, and a bunch of whole real foods in the ingredient section. So some of these packages, such as the white bean and lime chili, are 5 servings, and then others like this blueberry pancake mix are 15 servings. Now, all of their servings listed on the website are for food. A lot of other food companies include drink mixes or water tablets as part of their servings. Valley Foods, however, does not. So one of the very first videos I did on my channel, I showed several clips of an ice storm that knocked our power out for 2.5 weeks, and we used things like a Jetboil to heat up things like coffee and soup. And you could do the same thing with this Valley Food Storage. If you have a gas stove at home, that's great, but sometimes the gas is shut off in a flood, for example, or an earthquake. They'll shut the utilities off, such as the gas. Or if you have no electricity, you can't obviously use your regular range, but you can use something like a canister stove, or if you have a wood stove, a cast iron wood stove to heat your house, you could use that as well. Definitely don't recommend anything like a white gas stove, but I've used these before and they're pretty safe to use. I obviously use it right on my range and keep it very controlled and very safe. But if the power's out, I don't have a gas stove. All I got to do is heat up some water and I can go ahead and make one of these meals. I got my headlamp on here, so I'm just going to turn on my stove and we'll get this water boiling. Now obviously you want to use a pot that's going to be pretty stable on your stove. As you can see, I'm just using my regular pots from my house. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on there and we'll wait for this to come to a boil. Alright, so my water is boiling here, and while I'm mixing this in, I'm going to take it off the heat I'm just going to go ahead and pour our pasta in there. So I'm going to give this a good stir, and then I'm going to put it back on the heat for about 15 minutes or until our noodles get soft. So I let this simmer for about 15 minutes and then just let it set here off the heat for about 5 minutes now. And you can see they use real, nice large noodles. There's some peas in there. I think there was some corn in there as well. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Hot. Now I'm just eating this right out of the pan because in an emergency situation, last thing I want to do is dirty up a bunch of pots and pans, especially if you don't have the water to clean them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today and can see how beneficial having something like this on hand can be. Sure, you can eat your regular foods that you have at first. If your power goes out, you're going to have, 12 to 24 hours or so of your refrigerator and your freezer. You can go ahead and eat through that food first. Then you can head over to the things that you have stockpiled, like soups and things like that. But that stuff isn't going to last very long, so you have to rotate it out, and you have to make sure that you keep up on that. You can buy something like one of these 1-month kits and just have it on hand and know it's going to be on hand and know it's going to be good, healthy food for you to eat in the event that disaster strikes and in the event that you had nothing left. I like the fact that you can customize your own kit. You really can't do that with any other plan. They're priced right and their servings are real food. A lot of these other companies will say that they have all these servings, but a lot of them are drink mixes, and they include include that in their serving count, which is not the case with Valley Food Storage. The ones that I've tried have tasted really good, and I like that they're multiple servings, unlike expensive backpacking food, which is great for backpacking. This food is healthier and it also has more servings, so you can feed your entire family without having to make up 5 or 6 different expensive bags. I like the fact that it's just add water. A lot of times you might lose your power at home, and if you don't have a gas stove, you're gonna have to come up with an alternate way to heat up that water. But if you can get the water boiling, then you can make any one of these meals. They're great for throwing in a bug out bag or survival kit as well. So all around, just a great solution. And I also have a discount code for you as well. I'm gonna post it below in the description. It's 15% off their 1-month plan. You're gonna wanna jump on that because a lot of times these coupons expire when I do these videos. So take a look at the description. You click show more, or you click the down arrow if you're on mobile. There's a link to their website and a discount code that you can apply to a 1-month kit. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you share this video to your family and friends who might be interested in prepping a long-term food storage solution. As always, guys, if you haven't done so already, please click that red subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.